snake tried to fake it, got exposed in the light. Two brothers plotting in the dead of the night. The strongest support crumbled, yeah, that could hit deep. But Val kept the history while the traitors were asleep. Now Rick and Joey standing guard at the gate. Martine and the boys is keep out the fakes. We paid for the anthem, yeah, we paid every due. Integrity is something that they never know. They said we were finished. They thought that the Legion was broken, but you can't kill a ghost and you can't stop the storm. Are you active or are you dead? Put the traitors in check, put the stamp on the box, put the chain on the neck. No more OG, go no more waiting on a snake. This is real reconstruction, not a move that you fake. If you lurking in the dark, better step into the sun, cause the war is already over and the Legion has won. So run to your games, run to your lies. The shadow smokers see through the disguise. We are the survivors, we are the Legion. Shadow smokers, we
This is the end. The ash begins to fall. The world is fading out. Behind this velvet wall, a secret kept in cedar, a flame that's born of gold. The shadow smokers rise before the night grows cold. Feel the earth move as a match begins to strike. 1,000 brothers breathe in the silence that we like. Let the sky crumble, we'll watch it from the chairs, with a vintage in our glasses and no burden of the cares. Let the smoke fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Face it all together at the smoke fall. The smoke fall. Where worlds collide and days are done. You may have the light, but we have won. The shadow smokers in the
Hey guys, Tony Story Assassin. Welcome to tonight's Smokers Panel Live. Yep, because smoking something today is yellow, so we got yellow light. I don't know. The camera angle is always weird. I gotta one day change it, one way or another. I'm just not sure which way, but one way or another. All right, so let's see. If you're in the chat and you're smoking something, let me know why you're smoking today. All right, let me know why you're smoking today. We're too cold to smoke outside today, so. And oh shit. Okay. So if you're in the weather that you can smoke, great. Let me know why you're smoking today. Joey, if you're in the chat, type a 1 or something like that, so I know the chat works. Or anybody can type 1, so that I know the chat works. Because sometimes, like, there is no way for me to know whether or not a chat is working unless the chat is working. See, like right now, Joey just typed something and the chat has delay, big delay. Okay, so anyway, hi Steve. Hey Joey. All right, so I actually smoked a few of these already, but since people are asking me and I'm like still dying to smoke this again, I am smoking the Davidoff new Puro Dominicano today. Puro Dominicano. And this will be my like third or fourth one. So yeah, that's what we're gonna smoke today. You know, I was on the fence. In my mind, I already decided to get a box myself. But like it's the size that matters. It's the size that I have to decide what I'm gonna do about the size. Because I really feel like the Perfecto looks great, but it's probably not the best size in comparison. Because it takes a little bit for that taper to wear off. And that taper is what the problem is. So let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right. So first, you gotta cut this. The thing about a Perfecto is that they glue second half of it off, right? So like they just like, you know, glue this on like that and then rolled it and the tip a little bit. So like it's really hard to tell where to cut on this thing. Usually I overcut it, and if I have to, if I had to glue it, I glue it. So I cut it just at the end of that twist. And the problem with that is the bottom of the Perfecto is sealed, kind of sealed, and you really can't test the draw until you light it up and realize that it's either too little or too much. So let's light this up. So then the microphone's in my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you in my face? All right, here we go. Right? It's really hard to tell whether or not it's gonna give you that draw that you want it, because the initial draw is very, very tight, and you kind of have to work your way through it. Hopefully it doesn't go wonky. You forgot, maybe you didn't turn the bell on. You gotta be subscribed, and the bottom has a bell. You gotta turn the bell on to have a notification. So you know, right where the subscribe is, right next to that there's a bell. Looks like a bell setting, and you change that bell setting to like notify, then you'll probably get it. I have no idea. I have no idea. YouTube is weird. You know, I wish everything follows the same way, but you know, YouTube is YouTube. YouTube being YouTube is YouTube. YouTube being YouTube is YouTube. Right? See, it starts to burn weird, but it's actually normal until like right here. So, So again, if you're smoking something, let me know what you're smoking. I haven't been asking that because it's too cold, but hey, right now a lot of different states are in a good weather condition. So if you're smoking something, let me know. While we wait for our guests to get on. So for people who doesn't know, I think this particular cigar, Puro Dominicano, is a Dominican cigar. It's a Dominican Puro. But the special thing about this is that the leaf came from 6 regions. It's not just, oh, it's just Dominican. They actually tell you it's from 6 different regions. And of that, it's basically the 6 popular regions. to put this together. One day I'm gonna.
I just don't. What's going on? What's going on?
One day I need for you to find out your email address that you used to log in this account, so that I can actually add you in.
You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll do it. I'll look for it after the after show today, if we have one.
I don't understand why it's not showing me. It's just showing me your name, but it doesn't show me the email address or account name or whatever.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something.
You're looking for something? Hello?
I had something.
Is it me you're looking for? No?
Here it is. I found it. I'm smoking. What are you smoking, Tony? Before I tell you what I'm smoking.
I'm smoking the Davidoff Puro Dominicano, the one that's being released in a week or so too.
Okay. All right. I am smoking a cigar from one of my, I can call him a friend, I think. That's safe to say. I've met him a few times. I've met him at event a couple of years ago, a cigar community event in one of the forest reserves. I met him there in person. I've heard about him a few times through other platforms. And when I found out that, I said, hey, you don't know so-and-so, he's in your neighborhood. I said, no. Then when I found out about his cigar, I went looking for it. His name is, I want to call him Mr. Eric Bay. He's from Black Star Line Cigars. He is from Illinois, from southwest suburb of Chicago, Evergreen Park. I had the great opportunity to meet this guy a couple of years ago, like I said, at a cigar community event in one of our forest reserves in one of the neighborhoods in Chicago. Met him at a couple of events, one in Texas. I met him again in Evergreen Park at an event they had there. Nice guy. I don't want to tell you all about him. He's a very interesting person. Tasted his cigars, and I try to get his cigars when I can. Had a hard time getting his cigars initially. I was getting them through a cigar club that I belong to until I found out that he's in my neck of the woods. And when I went to one of the cigar lounges out of his hometown, and I'm not going to name that cigar lounge either, but I couldn't find it there. And, finally did find it, like after 20 minutes of looking all around, only to find his cigars literally behind the counter cash register, the very bottom shelf.
That's where the best things are.
And I had, I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to beat it to the ground too much, but I was highly upset about that. And I told the two people that were working there at the time, I said, how could you do this to this brand? How could you do this to, this brand owner who lives in your community? Okay. I said, you should be having his stuff at least in the middle shelf behind the counter so people can see it. You should have a box right there, right next to the register, and promoting the cigar. Because this guy is in your neighborhood. This guy is part of your community. He does things for the community. So anyway, luckily, Luckily, he has really grown over the last, I want to say, 4 years. He has really improved and upped his game. I don't want to say up his game, but he's really improved his product lines.
Okay.
And he is now starting to branch out. Because you can find the cigars in several cigar lounges in the Chicagoland area. You can find them in different states. Texas is one of them you can find them at. But if you've never tried his brand, this brand is called Black Star Line, and I'm promoting it, right? I'm promoting it, right?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
And I know this platform isn't like that, and I shouldn't be doing that.
Nah, well, it's a local thing, right? So
But
why
he's
not?
my local guy. He's a good guy. I consider him a friend. This particular cigar I'm smoking right now is called the Rosewood.
That's pretty cool.
It's yeah. Have you ever tried his brand, Tony?
I have not, but you should definitely light it up.
Yeah, I will. I will, and I'll take care of that. I'll take care of it.
So to answer Richard's question, Richard, you're probably talking about the Jaime Garcia. The Jaime Garcia did not crack. It just looked rough, really rough, but it did not crack at all. Like it was just it just happened. The outside wrapper looks a little rough. All right, so let's see what is going on. You're going out to Sailor on Saturday. They're having Christian's guy there. Christian. Okay. Not sure what that is. And Steve Aon says hi, Val.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, look, let me tell you something. You guys ever, if your drink never tastes any better than it is out of this glass? All right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Got me an old fashioned. One of my shadows glasses. I'll tell you what. It's better than good.
Did I see the new cigar that Tim released in honor of Billy? Billy who? Billy who? I
Billy
did
who?
not, but I am going to. I'm going to
Billy
check
Idol?
out their website right now.
Billie Jean?
Yeah, Billy who?
All right, God darn it. Where's my, here it is.
I did not know.
All right, here we go.
I did not know about it. I can tell you that for sure. In honor of Billy Christoph, I did not know about it.
Billy who? Christoph?
Christoph. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in his product line either. So it's most likely that he just talked about it, or. Hey, Cat. I guess I did not know about it. Coconut the Walk. Oh, you know what? I heard about that name. Coconut the Walk. Yes, I heard about that name, but I wasn't sure what it is.
Oh, man.
Coconut the Walk. But yeah, I did not know much about it. I did hear about that name, Coconut the Walk, but I didn't know what that means or what's going on with it. I can tell you that for sure. And because like the other day we're actually just browsing his website. Like I was going down, it's like, oh, what average cigar can I choose? Remember that, Val?
Yep.
A couple days ago, and I think Coconut the Walk came up one of the name, but like I wasn't too sure about that particular one. But I don't see it on his website right now either, so. No, it's Cock the Walk. Cock the Walk. Cock of the Walk. Blackbird Cock of the Walk. That's why you're talking about, I think.
Oh, Blackbird.
Yeah,
Blackbird cigars. Yeah.
yeah. I think Joey, me, and you were going down the list, and that was the one that we like read it, but like it was out of stock to start with, so like couldn't get any. Yeah, I didn't try it. I'm not a big like Blackbird fan, so like if it's one of the like sampler pack I end up to buy, I might try it in the future, but like right now I have not gotten one. So I mean, Tien's released a lot of cigar recently, and I bought them all, so I gotta chill down.
You got stock in it? You got stock in that place or what?
So what?
You have stock in that place or what?
No, definitely don't. You know, one of the things that I would never try to put money into will be a lounge.
Oh yeah. You know what? That. You know, it's like when you look at a cigar lounge, it's like it's other businesses that it's really like if you look at a hairstylist place, a barber shop, a good restaurant, a good lounge bar lounge tavern. You know, it's got to be location. It's got to be location. It's got to be.
You know, I hate to tell you. I hate to say this.
Unless you're the only game in town.
No. Here's the thing. If it's really that good, you'll do whatever it takes to go. Let me tell you this, okay? So, you guys know when I was younger, I used to work in a restaurant. I have a teacher, and the teacher later retired for many, many years, a chef, right? And then later on, he decided to open his own restaurant, okay, with his family members. And that restaurant is a blip. It's a tiny, tiny restaurant. It's a little blip in the worst town nearby possible. It's in a that place has no parking whatsoever. So like I don't know how you gotta go eat if there's no parking. Okay, so it's like really, really, really bad location, but because it's so good, people will rather get a ticket and to go eat.
You know what? There's this Italian restaurant in Chicago, and I remember as a young guy, a kid, and my dad took me there, and we're sitting down, and he tells me, look around, look at all the people here, and he says, and this was, I'm not going to say anything about the area. But he says to me, my dad said to me, you will see every walk of life coming to this restaurant. You got policemen, firemen, judges, lawyers. This is one of the spots when the governor came into town. That was one of the restaurants he went to. Okay. And I don't want to go across the board with all the other groups that I could mention. I'm not going to mention, but yeah. But if you got good food and you got good service and you're in a bad place, people are going to come, right? And I'm thinking it's got to be location unless you're you're the only spot in town.
You don't have to be the only spot in town. You just have to be the best spot in town. It could be the worst spot in the world. Because you're the best spot, people will make that the best spot.
Okay. So let's say there's, a steakhouse here, a barbecue place over here, a seafood place over there, a pizzeria place over here, an Italian place over here, and then there's another one. Then there's another one, and there's another one. Now you got 3, 4, 5 of the same food types. But if you only have one different type of restaurant, and that's the only one around there, and hopefully your food is going to be good, you're going to draw the people. They're gonna draw the people.
We have very limited amount of specific ethnic Asian food here. And they're here, and there's very little competition in this town.
You're gonna open up a restaurant? Is that what you're saying?
But I much rather drive 30 minutes out to the other places to eat. I will
Yeah, I know,
drive 30
it's
minutes
work.
just to
Yeah, I
eat.
know it's work. It's work. Hard to do.
So
Hard to do.
So I would not say it's the location. It can be the best location, but you suck. So then like people's like, I'm not going that because if it's a good location, there's a lot of other stuff. I don't have to choose that one. There's choices. Right? So let's say all this. Okay, now let's say you're in you're traveling to
Nebraska.
All right?
Yes. Go
You go into Nebraska, and the location that you're at, on one side, it's got 4 small cigar lounges.
Yeah.
Very cigar, forward. But those 4, each one probably have like 1 wall worth of cigars. Right? And mostly general. Heritage. Stuff like that. And then across the town, 40 minutes, there's a brand new lounge with extensive amount. We're talking about 90% boutique and 10% heritage. Large humidor, 2 floors tall. Not VIP. Just had to go and enjoy. And outdoor seating. And night jazz at night. Okay?
Well, you're perking
But it's
up the
40
amenities
minutes out.
there.
It's 40 minutes out. It's the middle of ghetto. Small town. Which one would you go? You're lying if you're not driving 40 minutes.
I would have to go there at least one time to check it out.
I don't have to have the best place. I just have to be the best in the game. Location. Yeah, if you think if your game is only average, then location give you the heads up. Right? Busy street and stuff like that. But something like cigar, you just have to be better at your game. And people will go. Right? Jazz at night. Nicely smoked. Old fashioned, made at the bar.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, old fashioned right here, baby. That's right.
Yeah, and it will be smoked in front of you. It will be smoked in front of you. All right.
So you know what? I was thinking about what we had talked a little bit about turnover, right?
Mm-hmm.
About
Okay.
the guy, the worker inside the lounge or the shop.
Oh, okay. You wanted to be in the lounge talking to people or working in the front, doing
Well,
the inventory.
here's the thing, and I've been to this one place, and it's a nice lounge. It's a nice lounge. It opened up about let's say 2 years now. 2 years,
Okay.
but their turnover on people working there is just all the time.
Wait, you turn over for the people that work there?
Yeah, I mean,
Like people quit?
I just visited that place and I said, "Who are you? Are you new here?" He goes, "Yeah." So when did you start? "Oh, I started 3 weeks ago."
Okay.
The time before that, I said, "You new here?" "Yeah." "When did you start?" "Oh, I started about 6 weeks ago."
Okay.
The time before that, I mean, they're not holding on, and I don't know why. And I
Well,
have
here's
not
the thing,
had
right?
chance
Are you
to
saying
speak
that they're not
to the
holding
owner
on,
to
or
address the situation?
there's a difference between I can hold people working here, or I keep hiring people that's misfit, or they're just summer jobs or temps.
That's true. I think you got a point there because I think if you, I guess it's hard to get good and dependable staff, and the staff that, I mean, you have to want to be there. Number one, you have to like being there. Number two, you have to like doing what you're doing. Okay. So, yeah, but for a turnover,
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Did they quit or did they got fired?
well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't.
Right? Because when people are looking for a job, you're okay to everything. Can you work 9 to 5? Yes. Can you be on time? Yes. Do you like cigar? Absolutely, I love cigars. How many do you smoke? As many as you want me to. You know? You'll say everything that you will say to get you the job. But once you start working the job, it's a different story. Right?
Yeah.
If you start working the job, you're like, oh yeah, get those Romeos onto the shelf. And you go, what's Romeo? All right, get those Romeo Y Julieta into the shelf. How did it look
You know
like?
what? I remember in the early stages of my cigar journey, I would see people type in smoking RYJ.
Yeah.
Said, what RYJ? I never heard of that brand. RYJ. Is that RYJ? Is that where's that brand come from? RYJ. RYJ. It never clicked to me it was Romeo and Julieta. RYJ. RYJ.
Well, now you do, right? now you probably will
now
use it
I
too.
know. Okay,
Right.
now I know.
So you got people that goes into the shop looking for jobs, claim that they like everything, and when they're actually working, they don't know half the brand because they smoke one brand or another, thinking that they know how to work cigars.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I have to. I'm a firm believer that if you're working there, you have to be a cigar smoker. You have to be. You have to be.
Yeah, you can't work in a cigar shop saying that.
You just cannot converse, discuss, banter, debate, argue, agree with. Because if you don't know, you don't know.
You can't be someone that's okay with cigar smoke. You're like, oh, I'm okay with cigar smoke, but I can work the front desk. You have to be like, I love cigars, and I will work even at a lower pay so long as I get 2 cigars a day of my choice. If you hear that, you probably got a good employee. He's willing to get a lower pay in exchange of 2 cigars at their choice. That's the one you want because that guy is got to use that 2 choices very carefully. He's got to smoke all the new stuff. And that's what you want. Got to hurt your wallet a little bit. But if you smoke the new stuff, he's going to help you sell the new stuff. Tony, where did you get a Davidoff? Davidoff sent it to me. So they're not released until like 23rd, I believe. And there's a Davidoff guy that sends out Davidoff stuff to multiple people. So a few people actually got this. I'm not the only one. There are a few other people that I got them. And I gotta be honest with you, like I say, I already planned to get a box. I just need to figure out what size I want because I don't think I like this Perfecto size that much. Because of the taper, it takes a little bit to work into. I like the smoke with the much more opening and draw, and this tend to take a little bit. I don't have that patience to get there. I like to get there right away. So. But yes, it's not a bad cigar. According to Tiberius, if I say it's a smokable average cigar, that's a praise. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like I say, if you gotta get like a shop and you gotta hire some people, you really need to get someone that loves cigar. And if the expense that you gotta spend was cigars, that's what you want to do. Because if the person loves to smoke cigar, he's gonna help you get rid of the cigars. Right? and they will understand if you tell them, dude, you need to help sell this cigar because if we don't, we can't get the special stuff, and you won't get to smoke the special stuff. He will push the shit out of it. Right? He'll push the shit out of it. If you tell him like, hey, we need to sell 20 boxes Opus in order to get the Black Panther, he will push out that 20 bucks so that he can smoke a Black Panther. That's what you want. All right. But yeah, I was talking about I will never put money on lounge. If anybody like, in terms of investment for me, is because if I put money in the lounge, my partner will hear no end of it because I will tell him how to run the lounge all day long, and I don't want to do that. Right? I'll go to that lounge all day long, and I'll tell him what he did wrong all day long, being also an investor. So that will never work. We're going to fight. We're going to fist fight. Never work. Never work. Okay. My friend that used to run a lounge had an issue with theft. I offered to work as customer service and security for $2.15 an hour, plus tips, 2 cigars a day, and his boss says no. Well, his boss is an idiot. Well, technically, that's a problem because that's under minimum wage. So you had to say that you'll pay me the cost of 2 cigars plus that. So, whatever that. Or you can just say, let me buy the cigar. Let me buy 2 cigars at cost per day or something like that, and then works it out. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. Sometimes I like people following me to the humidor. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't. So I don't know what I really want in that perspective. I want a person who follow me knows that I'm looking for something. When I'm looking for something, I'm not looking for questioning. And when I stop, all of a sudden, I'm about to ask a question. You can ask me whatever, right? If you ask me, if you gotta ask me what am I looking for, ask me before I walk into the humidor. Because either I know already or I don't, right? So if you guys ask, hey, what are you looking for? Ask me that before I enter the humidor. Right? So I'll tell you whether or not I'm looking for something special. If I'm not, I'm there to browse. Then don't ask me that afterward. And at that point, if you follow me to the humidor, I'm looking at a cigar, you can chit chat with me. But at that point, don't ask me what I'm looking for. Because if I know what I'm looking for, I wouldn't be looking. It's one of those things. I need to have the correct question asked at the correct time. Ask me what I'm looking for when I enter. And if I say, I don't know, I'm just browsing, you're like, hey, come into the humidor, take a look. Then that's 100, that's 10 out of 10. Good. Right? But if you ask me after I get in, why didn't you ask me before? Then I don't have to look around for it. Just the way it is. There was a bar on the other side of the building. There was a humidor. The humidor was closest to the door. You could steal whatever you want, run out of the bar. So stupid now has somebody posted the door 24/7. I know that's just the. I don't know why would anybody put a humidor close to the door, the front door, because sunlight
Should be in the back.
Yeah, it should be in the back. Should be in the back. You want them to walk in, not walk out. So you want to set the humidor as far in the back as possible. Especially, you let them walk through the lounge, then the humidor. Don't walk into the humidor, then the lounge. Because I want people to walk through the lounge, and they already decided whether or not they got to sit down by the time they walk through the lounge. Right? Val walks into the lounge. He Val opened the door. Smell like cigar. Great. He keep walking. He hear people talking. If he goes in there at the lounge, he saw his buddies there. Hey, Val, right here. And Val goes, I can't see you. Then he's going to sit down. Val is going to say, let me go grab some cigar. I'm going to sit down. He was going to put his stuff there, hold his seat, and he's going to walk in there, grab cigar. Right? If not, Val knows that I'm going to go in there, grab something and go, maybe. Right? But you get to gauge how long I'm going to sit here. I see a bunch of my buddies. I'm going to get 3 cigars instead of 2. Right? And make sure the bar is still before the humidor. Because if Val walk by the bar and the pretty lady that served the alcohol is there today, oh, Val's staying for another 2 hours.
Yeah. That's a game changer, buddies. That's a game changer.
Right? So the humidor should be all the way to the back, all the way to the back. And the bathroom should be right next to the bar. Because that way Val gets to see the chick every time he goes to the bathroom. If you're not gonna trust your general manager, don't hire a general manager. If you ain't gonna trust your manager, don't hire a manager. How about that? That place must be stuck pure factory smoke and those fire cured things. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, you if anybody knows, like the way to set up the thing, humidor should be all the way to the back, all the way to the back. So I have no choice but walk to the store. It's product placement, right? Like just like if you walk in Walmart, they put whatever you want to buy most the back. You have no choice to walk through. Have you ever been to IKEA? IKEA is set up like a maze, so you have no choice but walk through everything.
Yeah. Follow the arrows on the floor.
I mean, if you want to skip it, there are a few spots that you can skip.
Yeah.
But it's engineering. You get people to walk through things that they don't want to buy first into the thing they want to buy. So in order you want to go to where you got to buy, you had to go through and consider the things that you don't want to buy.
Because there's always something that catches your eye. Let's go look at this.
They closed down late last year. You know, here's the thing. If you get open 20 years, you're not bad. 20-year business is a long time. 20-year business is a long time. So, you know, most cigar shop will know whether or not they got to last in the first 5. And if you have bad employees, no. If you want, if you need to open a lounge, absolutely need to open a lounge, invite your cigar buddies to work there. Invite them in exchange of some cigars and stuff like that. They will thank you for it, and you'll be thankful because they will know that they will take some advantage of you so that others cannot. Right? But yeah, cigar lounge is tough business. It's very tough business. So if I'm gonna put my money somewhere, it will never be a lounge. I would love to visit my friend's lounge, to work something out with the lounge or something like that, but I will never put money in a lounge. Because that's just asking for trouble. I'll be arguing all day. Yeah. I'll be arguing all day. Now, here's the thing though. How about this? Do you think it's absolutely necessary for a cigar lounge to have a bar?
No. No, it's not.
How about everybody else? Is it necessary for a cigar lounge to have a bar? If not BYOB, well, technically BYOB is anywhere. You can bring your own stuff anywhere, right? You can go to any lounge and bring your own shit, pretty much.
So I had gone to a cigar lounge, not knowing that they had a bar on the inside. Okay, and I didn't even know where the hell the bar was. I walked in, I looked around, went to the humidor, picked out my cigars, and went back outside. Okay, because it was a nice day and they had a nice patio area, and I was there with some people. Went out there, took out my stuff, and started making drinks. Passed the bottle around. It's right here.
This is why I say humidor needs to be the very back.
Had I known they had a bar, I would have never taken my stuff out.
But that's what I'm saying. Bar should be before the humidor.
Okay.
Bar should be before the humidor.
Yeah, not knowing that they had a bar. Because once the weather changed and started getting a little darker, started getting a little cooler, okay, let's go inside. And we went inside and we sat down, and then one of the service people came up and says, would you guys want to get something to drink? And, I'm looking at my bag. I said, no, we're okay. She goes, well, we have a bar. You know, we have this, we have this, we have this. I said, oh, okay. Didn't know. Didn't know. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad about that because, you know, I felt that I did. I mean, I got cigar. I did buy cigars. Okay, I did buy cigars, and I stayed there. But I felt so bad because I felt like I was um, uh, taking advantage, unintentionally, of course. But this is after the fact now. I felt so bad about it.
I wouldn't feel bad, Val. You're helping them out. Believe it or not. So Val, you say you bought cigar. How many cigars did you buy?
I bought two there to smoke, and I bought 7.
You bought 7. How much money did you spend total in cigars?
It's about 100.
About 100.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing about that is, if had you buy any less, selling you alcohol is actually annoying. So for a lot of states, I don't know about the state that you go to, a lot of states, in order to run a cigar shop with a bar, your cigar sale must be 51% of the sale. 51% of all income should came from cigars. You know how hard that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are actually balancing out their thing to sell more cigars and alcohol. Because it's really easy to spend $20, $30 on alcohol. Easy. Right? But it's even easier to not buy $40, $50 on cigars. Especially if you bring your own. So
Yeah, I had gone to this one cigar lounge, and they had a sign on the door. Okay, and it said, you know, to use the facility, you have to spend a total of $65, which is a combination of a minimum of 2 drinks. So you buy 2 drinks, and the rest has to come up in cigars to get to 65 or beyond.
yeah, I mean what's it? Yeah, so it's really hard to kind of do that balance. So if you get more cigars, actually help them out.
Yeah.
I work at a lounge few days a week. My deal is $15 an hour cash, plus 1 cigar and 2% of sale. That's a good deal. I don't know. That you know, you must be like.
Wait,
That's a very good deal.
One cigar a night.
1 cigar, yeah, but $15 an hour cash. Plus 1 cigar and 2% of the sale.
Let me tell you what I did once, a couple years ago. To a lounge, and this guy, he has to work. He has to work the cash register. He's got to work the humidor, and he's got to look at the floor. Okay.
Okay.
So he walks the floor, dumps the ashtrays, wipes them out, talks to everybody. Somebody walks in the door, ding dong, or some kind of chime comes in. So he knows the customer came in. So he turns his head to see who came in. And then he finishes doing what he's doing. Then he hears a different kind of chime. This door chime leads to the humidor. Now he knows somebody went into the humidor. Okay? And then typically that person will stop in the humidor and say, hey, you know, is there anything I can help you find in the humidor? Are you looking for something or something particular? You know, he says, if you need to find in the humidor, just let me know. I know the layout really good.
Okay.
And then he'll say, oh, you know, the Davidoffs, well, you can see the Davidoffs, this part of the wall is right here.
Yep.
But you got, you know, you got Placencias over here, you got Padrones up over here, you got, you know, Fernandez over here, Camachos, and he's telling you a little bit of the layout of the floor so you can go walk around and take a look on your own. But he has to walk the floor, dump the ashtrays, check on the floor, check on the register, look at the humidor, and he's all by himself. And I'm thinking, this guy needs help. Okay, this guy needs help. Now, I said, I should offer my services to see if I can get a job here. Because I'm retired. I got time. The problem is I can't work the register because I can't see the exchange. I can't see, some of the lounges they have improved where you can scan the SKU of the cigar and it blips up on the thing, right? On the register. And some have like that gun where you zap the SKU and it zips up. So that's fine. But if it does it wrong, how do you change it? I can't operate that because I can't see.
Okay.
So I said, okay, forget the register. I know what I'll do. I'll just tell him I can help out by, I can walk the floor, say hi to people. I can dump out the ashtrays, clean them out. Okay. I can check on the bathroom to make sure the bathroom is clean, to make sure they got enough paper in there, the soap is there, whatever. Okay. Dump out the can as it fills up, so he doesn't have to worry about circulating the floor. So instead of doing 3 things, now he's only got really 2 things to worry about: looking at the register and keeping an eye on the humidor.
I don't know.
And
I think you, if you have a system going, you don't really need that many people.
Yeah,
Because you
got
gotta
a
have
point,
more
but I
dead
was
time than
trying to
not. You
figure out a
gotta,
way to
once
get some
everybody pick
cigars
up the
here,
cigar,
buddy.
they're sitting there. There's nothing else.
So I even listen. This is what I told him. I said, if you let me smoke, you tell me what time to show up. If you only need me here when it's really, when it's busy, and they know when their busy time is, you need me for 4 hours, like from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., I'll be here to help out. If you want me here throughout the day, I'll do that. I said, the only thing I want is 2 things. You don't got to pay me. You don't got to pay me cash. But you let me pick out a cigar. Okay? I said, and I'm not going to take the high-end stuff. I'm going to take, I said, and if you want to point me to where the discounted bin is, I'll go look through that and grab something out of there as long as I got a cigar. And I said, at the end of the month, and I want a box of cigars. I think that's a fair deal.
It is a fair deal, unless except that's very illegal.
We're talking a bartering here. We're talking bartering.
Yeah, bartering. Uncle
I'm
Sam don't like
offering
bartering.
my services at a exchanged.
Val, here's the problem, right? When it comes to bartering,
of reimbursement.
When it comes to bartering and
reimbursement
reimbursement, there
get a
is
cigar.
nothing. There is no incentive or punishment if you don't do it.
Well, see, that's the key. See, it's not that I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I
No,
want
but
to
then
do
as
it.
me as an owner, I think like, okay,
I got the time to
if
do
you-
it.
But no, let's say I'm the owner. I just like, what if he came over and didn't do shit and just smoked his cigar?
It becomes a reliability type of thing.
Wait, if I came over and did what?
Like if you came over and then you just pick up your cigar and you sit there and then do shit.
Oh, I'm going to be doing something.
Well, how do I know that? What
Well,
like you might do this. You might do it
don't.
Monday,
You
Tuesday. You
don't.
did a good job. Wednesday, you had a bad day. You decide not to do shit and sit over there and smoke a cigar. I can't force you to do anything. You're not an employee here.
I mean, I
And Val,
I
And Val.
understand you're playing that aspect of it, Tony, but that's not me.
but then Val, also, if you got injured, while you do anything, insurance is not gonna cover it because you're not an employee.
Yeah, I agree.
So you're a bigger liability than a cigar. At that point, I'm like,
I
Val,
can
I'm just
see
gonna
that
give you the
concern.
cigar. I'm just gonna give you a cigar and sit there and chat with people.
it's like
I'm gonna keep the place lively. I'm gonna keep the thing going.
Yeah, I can do that. Just don't do anything. I'll be like, just don't do anything.
basically what I was hearing a little bit before I hopped on. I used to do that. Well, me and Innocent used to do that at Sanja's shop, where back when we were like actual members and whatever. We overexerted ourselves as members, and even before we even did the whole membership, we kind of did that in a sense. I learned to register, so did Innocent, And technically speaking, Sanj's shop is a one-man team. He's the opener and closer. He has 0 employees under his belt into that store. And there's times where he will have a rush, and you'll have boxes coming in. And due to my retail experience, I told Sanj like, hey, just let me know how it works, and I could kind of ease it off for you a little bit. He's all right. This is what you do, ABC, XYZ. I get you trying to help, and I did it for no expense either. Obviously he would slip a cigar to us here and there, or my birthday hit, and Davidoff released their Year of the Tiger, and he gave me a free tiger. But there is incentives, but if he were to get audited or somebody were to came in when that was happening, the shop would have been closed.
So there's a liability aspect of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more liability than anything else. And Johnny, gentleman's agreement, I know, but if I know anything about gentleman agreement, is you can't trust gentleman agreement. Yeah.
Gentleman's agreement. It's you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And it's that kind of thing where it obviously something else happened between me and the individual where we no longer see eye to eye stuff. But when it came to that moment of time, we had each other's back. And I got a few benefits from it, and it works as long as it's not like an uber busy area. If you can scratch your shop owner's back, it should be fine-ish. Again, remember that gives the shop owner a huge liability if they ever get audited, or anybody coming in for inspection. If any of the people who are contracts or reps of the companies he are serving, and they coming in for like an undercover visit, and they see a person who's not an employee behind the register, they're like, okay, why is this person that's not legally bounded to this business selling my cigars?
Yeah, it's a lot of problem. Long Live Tip Barrier says, I am out for general agreement. The problem with that is they aren't honor anymore as much. A mofo will look in the eyes and shake on it, only turn around and get hurt and sue your ass. Yep.
What's up, Steve?
I'm the guy that sues your ass. All right, so to change up the pace a little bit. So I think a while back I talked about this. There was a video out there and says, you won't bring steak to a steakhouse and ask them to cook it, so you shouldn't bring cigar to cigar shop and smoke it there. I don't know if you guys saw that video. It's a short clip.
I didn't see it.
All right, so it was a clip by the owner of Fratello.
The owner of Fratello?
He says, to support your local shop, don't bring cigars. Just go to the lounge and buy the cigar and smoke it there. Don't bring your own cigars. Because you won't bring a steak to a steakhouse. You shouldn't bring
Cigars to a cigar shop.
Cigars to a cigar
lounge.
Shop. Yeah. And I was looking at it. At first, it made a lot of sense. Right? But then it did not make a lot of sense. Okay, you won't bring you won't bring steak to a steakhouse, ask them to cook it, but you also don't bring your knife and forks over there to cut your own steak, do you?
I mean, the knife and forks could be relations of like a cutter and lighter.
Cutter and a lighter, right? You won't bring your own fire to a steakhouse.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a coffee. Yeah, I'm kind of indecisive about it because I've been to shops where I've seen where they don't have really stuff and things that I may
But
like.
I will try to buy. I'll bring my own cigar, yes, but I'll try to buy something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
I think we all do that.
Mhm.
I have yet to go to a cigar lounge where I have not seen someone go in there with their bag, okay, or their travel door, and just sit down and smoke their cigars. I've always seen them go into the humidor and buy some cigars.
Yeah, the first thing
Now-
should be put your stuff down and go find some cigars. And I always go find some cigars.
Yes, typically what I will do is I'll go pick out some cigars, and I'll pick out one cigar. Well, I'll have them cut it and light it there, and I'll smoke that one. I take them, and I go back and sit down. Those cigars that I sit down with, I want to take those home and smoke them. Okay.
A lot of time the
I want
shop
to
cigars
smoke
are
my
too wet.
cigar like when I'm on this platform. All right, or I'm in the tribal with somebody. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say no. I can't really agree with that because like like cigar lounge is very different than a cigar shop. I know they have overhead. That's why you go there and buy something, right? But buying something doesn't mean I want to smoke at that point, right?
Yeah.
I might go there and pick up a box of cigars that I need to. Well, I'm gonna sit there and smoke that entire box of cigar too. Makes no sense, right? Pay the cutting fee, smoke whichever cigar you want. All right, so I go to a lot of places, even New York, right? Rick, you remember cigar Soho? If you spend $50, you can smoke your own shit, right? And that's very easy to spend $50 there. I'm okay with that. If you tell me there's a minimum spending, I can do whatever I want. I'll make sure I meet the minimum spending. Easy, right? So. But yeah, they're usually too humid or too dry. Buy a few cigars, sit at home, and then smoke it. But I'll bring the cigar ready to smoke. Does it still count if you bring a cigar you brought from the shop from a while back? Would that be frowned upon? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Right?
I've done that before. There's one of my local shops it's not far from where I'm at right now, and I'll go there once a month and I'll buy them both. And I'm always with my troubadour all the time, and when I go in there, I tend to go there to restock, and I'll probably bring 1 or 2 cigars with me. So when I'm actually at that shop, I usually do like a 1 cigar limit. I'll buy a cigar there to smoke in that area. Let's say somebody walks in that I know comes in, or another group of people who I know, and it turns to a 2 cigar thing. Then I'll go into my cigars that I bought a while ago and smoke it there.
But that's the thing. I don't know how long ago I bought it and where I bought it. Like, when I go to Casa de Montecristo in New York, my first thing is sit down, order 1 cigar, order 1 drink. And right after that 1 cigar, I smoke my own stuff, but I'll continue to order the drink.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little bit misleading. If you tell me that I'm not going to bring my own cigar and just go to a cigar shop to buy a cigar that I'm going to smoke there, I'm not going to buy a lot of cigars.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else to smoke my own cigar later. But if I know that I'm gonna smoke a few cigars there, I'm gonna take my own time, I'll buy the same amount of cigar that I'm gonna spend all my own time for.
Yeah, because I know the Casa de Montecristo by me, their cigars are just like basically out in the open. They're not like, they're in a humongous room, so it's kind of hard to climate control that. When I buy cigars from Casa, I tend to just buy them to then obviously take it back to my house to put in my humidor, let it accumulate, and then when they're good and whatever, I smoke them. I take about a week or so, or for a few days or a week, whatever. But I will buy 1 cigar there and then bring my own. And then once you go to the lounge area and you order our coffees, by the time we get to that point, I'm already halfway done with the cigar I bought there. And then once I'm done, I just hop onto the one I brought in.
Johnny, I've never have any problem smoke my own thing at any shop in Manhattan. Never ever. And I think, Rick, we have been to every single shop in Manhattan, right? Pretty much.
Manhattan, I've been to. The moment I walk out of the train station, I will type in 2 things: ramen spots and cigar shops.
Yeah. I think we've been to every single cigar shop, including Davidoff's and their lounge. And not one says I can't smoke my own cigar. Not one.
Yeah.
So I go there to spend money, and which I do. And they're heavily
if you're
inflated.
just walking in just to sit, pop your onto a seat and then that's different.
Oh, we'll do that anyway, but we'll buy cigar or we'll buy drinks.
But that's a whole different beast. If you're just walking into a random shop, sitting on the first chair you see and just cutting light a cigar, that's a whole different thing if you're doing that in Manhattan. If you're in Manhattan and you're just going to a shop, buy 1 or 2, 5, 10, 30, a box of sticks, whatever, and you sit down to light up a cigar that you did not buy there, Okay, you got their business. That's all. That's all we
Yeah.
care about.
Johnny, I've never ever had to pay a cutting fee. Never ever had to cut. Even when I was in Carnegie's, and they're like, if you smoke your own cigar, you gotta pay a cutting fee. But after I order a drink and a cigar, and after I start smoking my own cigar, they never charge me cutting fee ever.
That was me with Prime Provisions. Prime Provisions, they have a section where you smoke in Chicago. Same exact thing. It's a very high upscale restaurant. And at first, like, oh, there's a cutting fee. You gotta have a smoke, whatever. But then bill came. I didn't see a cutting fee on the bill. I ordered a steak. I ordered
Rick will know. Rick will know when we go out.
A drink.
When we go out, our table is never less than $200. Never ever less than $200. And when I go out with my brother, it's never ever under $1,000. I'm not going to allow outside cigar. You'll have to smoke and drink whatever I have, or just watch me smoke and get wasted. What? I'm not going to allow outside cigar. You'll have to smoke and drink whatever I have, or just watch me smoke and get wasted. I mean, you mean the shop? Yeah, if I spend enough money, they'll leave me alone, for sure. Not ever
regular.
once there's a problem.
If I see that you're like a regular, like obviously one of my life goals is to actually have my own lounge one of these days. And if I see you're a regular, I don't fucking care what you do. You come in, walk in. If I know once a month or once every 3, 4, 5 months you're buying like a box worth of cigars within that time period, you want to walk in and sit down and have a stick, whatever. It is what it is. Brand new person obviously is different. If you make sales, if you buy in a box, if you don't want to open the box there, I get it. You want to smoke whatever. Also, New Jersey is hard to get a liquor license. So I know a lot of places are BYOBs when it comes to my lounges here in Jersey. So I'm fine with you bringing your own drinks, your own cigars. Only obviously it depends. If you're doing business, I'm fine with that.
Obviously, at the end of the day, if you're spending money, everyone's like, yeah. You definitely want to support the business, but you don't want them to make sure, you don't want to be an ass that just use their free shit, you know? But Tiberius, if you think that I'm going to bring cigar into your lounge and not enjoy your shit over there, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I'm not even going to bring my humidor. You're out of your mind. Yeah, so... I think the general, that video was just like kind of overstatement. I think what it says is just support your shop, spend money every time you go there, right? Don't go there empty-handed. Don't leave empty-handed.
That I can get behind.
Right? Don't, because here's the thing. There are some times where I just don't find cigars I want to smoke that day. But I will still buy some random shit just to support it.
Yeah, if I see a lot of cigars that I don't typically smoke or I'm not a big fan of, I'll ask the shop owner, "Do you have any house blends?" So yeah, this is our house blend section, and I'll grab a few. If I see that all they have is brands I don't typically care for, I'll just go for a house blend to actually support the actual house, and then I'll probably smoke whatever I have. But I'll probably pick up 2 or 3 because usually house blends are more cost efficient compared to other brands.
Yeah, I mean, there are times where I just buy random like some of my fathers or Olivas, because there was nothing else I want to get. Yeah, but I'll get something. I'll get something just so that shop made some money out of me.
Yeah.
This is going to piss Val off. What is going to piss Val off? What is going to piss Val off?
A hat, no hat.
But that's the thing. Any lounge, if you want Val to come back, just give him a store hat.
Give me a hat.
When I open up my shop in the future, hopefully be the near future, there's going to be a golden glass display that has a hat that I made for my business, but it will say only open to Val. So the moment Val walks in my business, I'll open the door, be a big sun rays come out of nowhere, and there's gonna be a big beautiful hat right there just for him.
right? If you want to open a shop and it's near Val, just make sure you make one store hat green. And don't
Yes.
sell that one. Don't sell that one. And the moment Val buy his cigar, say, hey, this is for you. He will come back. I guarantee it. He'll go back there every week.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want him to go back more often, like twice or 3 times a week, just hire a chick.
Yeah. He's a very simple man. A
Yeah.
hat and a chick. That's all
What,
you
what he
need. So you
demands are
wanna
very
start a
simple.
business?
And the chick doesn't even have to talk. Just stand there. That's all you need. About 9 o'clock, just stand there. And Val will be there for hours. Right? So
I'll be there till it closes. What are you talking about?
Right? I mean, know your clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Know your clientele. Know what you want. Know what, you know, like if you open your shop near college dorm and stuff like that, don't put a lot of good cigars, right? If you open your shop near like business and stuff like that, get a lot of expensive cigars. People will buy them. So just know your clientele. You'll do fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I think restriction turns people off. Any sort of shop restriction turns people off. I'm going there to enjoy myself. I'm not gonna be restricted by anything. I'm there to spend money. Don't tell me what I can buy, what I cannot buy, what I can bring, what I cannot bring. Okay. Yes, you can tell me that I can't wear a slipper in there. I get it. But is it better? Which one is worse? Have you seen people wear those like slip-on, like just slip-ins, loafers, no socks?
Talking about like this?
No. I'm talking about those like slip-on loafers.
Oh, yeah.
Like they wear a pants that is like that much inch shorter than their leg,
Mm-hmm.
and then they wear a loafer, no socks.
No socks. Yeah. That's
All right. Which
no.
one is worse? That or slipper?
I'd rather have you come in with Heelys.
Cause like they will hang their foot with the shoe hang on it and the heel exposed.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
Isn't that just as bad as a slipper?
No. I think the difference between like the slides or having like the flip flop thing is that it's the toes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I wear a Croc, that'll be okay.
A crack.
The crockish.
Toes are closed.
There's only 2 places Crocs should be worn. Okay? At a swimming pool or at the beach. That's it.
I wear to stores.
Oh my God. Not you. I mean, oh my God, not you, Tony. I can't see it. Can't see it.
Sometimes like I'm enjoying stuff in my backyard with just a Croc on, and my wife like, go get me something, and that was one of those things I can't order because if you know me at home, if I get order it delivered to my house, I order it delivered to my house. But if I had to go out, I'm wearing whatever I have on and go. But like if toes is the issue, will Croc be okay?
Here's a problem that I had when we were in Miami. Okay. Go to that lounge. They got a dress code.
Mm-hmm. At night.
Oh, hey, this even happened during the day. At this particular time, you can't wear shorts or flip flops, tank tops, and yet, they let these women walk in with this tight ass shit with sandals on. You know, these those sports type kind of bras. But a guy walks in wearing shorts and his flip flops or his slipper shits and a tank top, or you can't come in. But you let her in.
Well, no shit. She's gotta keep all the guys there.
That's
Your
the
tank
double
top isn't.
standard. It's bullshit. That's
No,
the
no, no,
double
no, no,
standard.
no, no,
That's
no, 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 no.
discrimination.
No. Those chicks with the tank top, with the sports bra, is gonna keep every man there longer.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? If I gotta have, you know, pants on and my feet covered in a shirt, why can't they?
The problem with this stereotype is this. There are fellas that dress all wonky and complete gentlemen. And then you have very less dressed fellas and that's complete. I agree with that. I've seen people that wear suit, completely suit.
Yes.
And,
Yep.
and then they will
Yep.
go to a lounge and the moment I start talking to them, they tell you not to talk to them.
Yep.
I was like, what the hell do you think you are? That's bullshit.
I see someone did that. I believe it was to Robert Caldwell. He did an event at one of my local shops. I guess this person was like new to cigars and didn't know anybody's faces. So this guy came in all blinged out, blazers, suit and everything, whatever. He's smoking a cigar. And fucking Sir Cabo himself walks up to the dude. Hey man, how you doing? Trying to give him a handshake. He gave the most meanest stink face in the world. He's like, hello. And that's it, kept on puffing. And then people start coming in just for obviously for Bob, and they're like, what's the hype about this guy? He's like, dude, the cigar you're smoking right now, he's the maker of it. He's like, he gets up, hey, fucking douchebag.
Yeah. They had a rude awakening, huh?
Mm-hmm. I hate him.
So how about this? We're talking about toes, right? What if you do one of those like German thing? You wear socks and a slipper. Toes are covered.
That's also a Puerto Rican thing too, as well.
No, man, that's not right.
Toes
I mean,
are covered.
I get it. I see people do it.
I do it. That's a very Puerto Rican thing to do. I'll go
Wear
to the beach with
socks and
sandals
then wear a
socks.
slipper.
Oh my god.
Oh, Rick, we can't be friends anymore.
Oh my god.
But then once I actually go into the water, obviously I take my socks off. But it's a very typical Puerto Rican thing to do is to wear your socks with sandals.
And this must be a Puerto Rican thing too. Guys, for those people who doesn't know, Rick will jump in the swimming pool with clothes on.
That's a fat thing.
No, that's no. I get that part. I get that part.
It's a fat thing.
You're not the fattest person there.
I'm thick. I'm thick with 3 C's.
No. That is like the weirdest thing. Either I don't jump in. If I'm jumping, clothes are coming off.
For me, it's a fat thing and confidence
Hey,
things. I'll be
you know,
honest with
it's hey Tony, it's that is what swimmer is now. They call them skin sleeves.
But that's different. That was made for that. Like if you gotta jump into the water with a wetsuit, that's close. But it's made for that.
Yeah.
This guy Rick jump in
Top.
with his shorts and shirt. That didn't even change to swim pants. Just jumped in.
No, I did have.
No, he
those
has swim trunks on.
That was my
I
trunk.
think he just had a t-shirt on, right? Swim
Yep.
trunks and a t-shirt. Him and Martin.
All right, I okay. Maybe I didn't see it right because I see him come out with pockets and stuff. So
No, my trunks have pockets in it.
Yeah, some of the newer
that's a
trunks have
pants.
pockets in them now.
that's a pants.
I think it was.
Here's the thing about that. I brought my swimsuit. And I was waiting for them to come and tell me, hey man, we're gonna go in the pool.
He jumped in. He and
Before I
Martin
know
both
it, they
jumped
already
in.
Jumped in, and by the time they jumped in, I said, well, hell no, I'm not gonna go change now. We could have been the Three Caballeros.
Three Stooges in the pool.
Yeah, Mo, Larry, and Curly.
There you go.
I mean, I kind of get it. Sometimes I kind of get dress code. Sometimes I don't. Like to me, if you're in somewhere like Miami, it's hot as hell. You tell me I can't wear shorts. That's kind of like, eh. especially during the day. During the night, fine, cool down. I can probably have long pants. But during the day, you want me to have long pants? Can I just enjoy myself? What are you afraid of? My balls gonna fall out of my pants?
Yeah, I don't know. I just. Anyway,
How's your cigar?
oh, mine is really good.
Your look like it's about to go off.
Yeah, I think I'm talking too much and not puffing enough.
Yeah.
could
You
be
probably
it.
want to give it a little bit more fire. Give a couple more puffs. Rick, I see you give me the middle finger.
Oh. All right. You're talking about.
Right. So yeah, I mean, cigar lounge is weird. It's hard to find a good one, and once you find a good one, God, those are good ones.
I mean, I've seen ones where the one you talk about when you talk about loafers. I've seen a guy like scratch the bottom of his foot, or I've seen somebody like kind of like laying back on the chair, and you know how you go like this with your hands, like obviously to meditate, whatever.
Okay.
Picture that, but the other hand is your foot. I've seen somebody actually hold their feet like they're holding their hands like this while smoking a cigar, and it's just like
It's just euphoria. They're like tightening it up and like, oh.
that was about to give me agoraphobia.
So PCA is about to happen. I think Big Rob asked me if we're going to PCA this year, but like I didn't hear anything about the media pass or anything like that. So, and we didn't plan it, so we're not going. But next year, I thought about going, but like I said, like you know, it's either gonna be Las Vegas or Chicago.
I mean, there's a little bit incentive.
I'm
You
pretty
know.
sure Val will find some lounges that's gonna host us. That's not a problem. And Chicago, I think will be a fun trip too. Chicago might be a fun trip too.
'Cause we
The
have
thing is, I'm trying to
somebody
figure
here
out whether or not Las Vegas will
also
make
have-
sense for everybody. It might not.
Yeah.
It might not. And that's why I was like, And here's the thing about going to Chicago is that if we're not going there for a particular reason, we can set the date much better.
True.
We can go May, we can go June, we can go whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you also have Raul run the area as well.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
we'll make both of them run around to find lounges.
Yeah. I think,
And then,
I think, yeah,
and then
it'll
if
be
you go
kinda more
there, you have no
difficult
money
get
to
people
pay. You
more
just put it
orientated
on
to
a
get
Val's tab.
into Vegas.
Did you hear what I said?
The thing, well, because I've seen Vegas change over the years, but Vegas ain't like it used to be anymore. You don't see a lot. I mean, it's a gambling city, right? But not like it used to be. You don't.
Well, I don't
see-
gamble, so whether or not he gambles, it doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I remember when I first went there, I'd see people take a flight just to fly in, hit the casino like for 4 hours and fly right back out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who did that.
That's
a
addiction.
few buddies that done that.
Yeah.
That's addiction. I don't know.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's
my
a
buddy
problem.
from South Carolina has done that, where he left around like what 4 o'clock in the morning to land in Vegas to do a few rounds of slots and baccarat and blackjack and all the other stuff, and then he will hit one of the little there's a little area where you can shoot guns, and then he'll just fly back on the same day.
Yeah, not me. Not me. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Leave, yeah, fly.
I can do it for
gamble,
cigars. I'll
shoot
fly to a
guns,
place,
go
pick
home.
up cigar, and leave. But not for gambling. I wouldn't do that.
No, I couldn't do that either.
I've never actually formally like gambled before, because casinos were closed for a little bit because when I became legal for a lot of things, COVID hit.
Well, the last time Rick gambled, and he ended up shaving his mustache. So,
It was
put that in
rigged.
perspective. Put that in perspective.
I came in an hour late, and you gave me an hour time limit to smoke.
I tell you
cigars.
guys, one of my Vegas stories back in the day when I went.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, okay, so let me tell you. Let me set this up for you. I go to Vegas for a conference. I was there on a medical conference. And I'm at this place, I don't even know if the hotel is still there. It's called the Oriental Palace.
Should be still there.
I think
Okay. So I go there, and when you walk in there, I think the registration, if I remember the registration, you walk through the doors, the registration's on your left. And you as you pass registration straight ahead, they had this, it looked like the Wheel of Fortune thing, right? Looked like the
Okay.
Wheel of Fortune thing. And depending on how many dollars you put in, I think the max was $7. So the more you put in, the more return you're going to win, right?
Okay.
So I'm coming from my hotel room, coming down. I walk past that thing. They only have one chair in front of this thing. All right, so you sit down, you put in $1, you put in $2. I think the max was $7. You put 7 coins in there, and you pull the slot, the handle, and it goes. "Drrr." And I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, man, I should try this. I said, nah, I'm gonna let it go. And I walk like 10 feet, and I stop, and I'm hesitating, right, to go back, to do it. And as I'm standing there thinking about it, these people are walking in to get registered. I think they had 4 registrations, and I see this older couple come in, and this older couple, and I am thinking it's the wife, was in a much better medical health condition than the husband,
Okay.
because he's got an oxygen nasal cannula on, and he's pulling his oxygen tank, and she tells him, honey, just go wait over there. I'll get us registered in, and they'll help us with the bags. He says, okay, dear. So he goes, he walks past me, and I'm still thinking about going to this machine, right?
Okay.
So he gets to it. Now this guy's sweating a little bit. He's sweating a little bit. He sits down, and the wife says, you okay? And he goes, yeah, I'm fine, dear. I'm fine. She says, okay. And now this guy sees the machine. He thinks he's gonna play. So he goes in his pockets. All he got is bills. He stops one of the ladies going by, one of the employees going by, and he asks her to get the coin. So she says, I'll be right back. Comes back with coins. So he turns around. Now, mind you, while this is going on, she's getting closer to get him registered.
Okay.
So he drops in a coin. He goes, he drops another coin. Drops in another coin. And he drops in 7.
Okay.
And then the lady says, honey, I'm next. He goes, okay, dear, I'm here. He grabs the thing, pulls it back, lets it go. Boom, it flies forward. And he sits up, and he's looking at these bright lights and this shit going on. And then, and now up on the top in red numbers, it tells you if you win it all, how much is there.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing you know, ding, 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 all 7.
Wow.
Oh,
He hit them
jackpot.
all.
Oh, jackpot.
He hit the jackpot, and the next thing you know, sirens start going off, lights start flashing, fucking streamers come down, some balloons come down, and I swear to God, before one balloon hit the ground, security was on this guy. Because, they don't shoot all the money out on you,
Yeah.
but they have a show there, okay?
Yeah.
Coins start shooting out towards him, falling all over his lap, falling all over the floor. So there had to be about 5 security people around him, blocking people off. And he turns around and goes, hey, honey, don't check us in. We're going home. All right. And all I could think about was, God damn, if I would have just sat down,
That will be you.
that could have been me. True story. Holy cow. Holy cow.
And now Val is sitting over here smoking a cigar.
Yeah. Smoking a cigar. I said, wow. I said, damn.
Could have been at the palace right now, enjoying
Hey,
a
man.
drink and a cigar, but nope. Now he's at
I
home.
was, and this is how much it has changed because, you know, my conference was for 7 days. 7 days in Vegas is a long time. Okay.
Mhm.
So I went one day, I walked down the strip and I gambled on everything on that strip on the left-hand side of the strip. The next day, I went to a couple of shows. On the third day, I crossed the street and I went and gambled on everything on that side of the strip. Okay. I didn't win shit, lost a lot of money, but I had a good time.
Mhm.
But let me tell you about it. This was when you can get I kid you not, a steak and lobster dinner anytime during the day, anytime during the night for $4.95.
To keep you there. There's no such a day and night in Las Vegas.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, at any time during the day, you could have went there. I don't care if it was
Wow.
7 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, 2 a.m., whatever time you went, that place was open 24 hours. Okay.
Damn.
And I saw a lot of shows there, had a good time there. But 7 days in Vegas is a long time. It's a long time. It's a long time. Yeah.
All right.
Good thing I went there on a conference and all my expenses were taken care of. The only thing I had to spend,
Was
I had to
gambling.
take some extra money if I wanted to gamble or if I wanted to pay extra for shows. But everything else I had taken care of for me. was lucky.
So let's do some announcements. Wow. Hold on, let me get the stem out. The stem bothering me.
Yeah, so yeah, had I sat down in that thing and dropped some coins in there,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? Who knows? If I would have only put 3 coins in, I probably wouldn't have won.
Yeah, you never know.
If I would have put 5 coins in, I probably wouldn't have won. But if I would have put 7 coins in, I would have said, "Hey, honey, leave him here. I'm going with you."
Yeah, got coulda, woulda, you know, it's just the way it is. If you don't do it, you never know. So, some announcements. For the Legion members, if you haven't checked in for more than 90 days, you should really do, because if you haven't, the bots are kicking people out. So if you all of a sudden realize that you can't log in, it's because you got kicked. Okay, the bots is kicking people out slowly. I can see now people in the notification that people got kicked out. So it's real, it's happening. If you find out you can't log in, it's because you got kicked. All right. And so I will say check in to see if you are kicked or not. All right. I already put out like 5 announcements.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
if you missed
I
it,
saw.
that's
I
you.
saw your reminders, your
Okay.
notices.
Been multiple reminders.
Okay, so that's that. For the Project ITS Humidors, people start to claiming numbers. So if you do want to get it, you want a specific number, you need to get started. You need to get started. All right, people start to claim the numbers. I only have 20, so the numbers are limited to 20. Okay. Other than that, what else did we miss? So yeah, we gotta figure out which place we're going and when. I think if we choose to go to Chicago, the dates are more flexible, and then we can go from there. So I'm leaning towards Chicago a little bit. I don't know if we still go to the PCA. We'll see what happens. If one or another they announce the media pass, I did not hear anything about the media pass this year. Okay. So let's see if next year that's the case. What else did we miss? We need to choose what cigar to smoke next smoke together for May. For May.
May begins with an M. I'm thinking of a Monte Cristo.
We already did Monte Cristo.
Did we? Let's do it again. Then. No, I'm just kidding.
Mackinoodle?
M.
No. Something anything with M. Mackinoodle. My
Mackinoodle.
father.
My father's a good one.
Yeah.
My father will probably be very easy for everybody to join.
My father's probably easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My father it is then.
My father.
Okay. Joey says, if you go to Chicago, bring back pizza. Dude, if I go get a pizza and send it to Texas, it will be a moldy one for sure. I don't think it's edible. Imagine to keep your pizza here. If you never watched a channel called Chubby Emu, where that episode somebody ate like a pizza that's left on the table, you will not eat pizza that's 5 days old on the table. Definitely not in that temperature. Imagine inside a truck, 100-something degrees pizza. I don't know if Chicago pizza is any better pizza than anywhere else.
The pizza still be warm.
Yeah, it'll be very moldy. But I don't know if Chicago pizza is any better than any other pizza. I went to Illinois before. I got pizza there. It wasn't that crazy. So
Yeah.
I've had deep dish. I mean,
It's different.
It's a lot of bread.
That's the only thing I could say is the deep dish is different.
yeah, I'm spoiled. I live in New Jersey, so I get pizza from Jersey and get pizza from New York. It's like I've been to a spot. I've been to a spots where for $1.50 you get 2 slices and a can of Coke. And then I've been to people to actual like Long Island, where it's like extremely Italian areas. You can get like more authentically brick oven pizzas over there. Yeah, Giordano's. I've been to Giordano, and yeah, it's not bad for deep dish.
But here's the thing about deep dish is it's a lot of bread.
It's a lot of bread, a lot of cheese.
A lot of bread and a lot of cheese.
It's very
definitely.
greasy.
Yeah. So it depends what you like. I actually like the New York pizza that falls down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like those.
Like,
So
if you're going with a group of people, I would say definitely go for like a deep dish, whatever. Because at least all y'all could eat it. I went as a duo, only me and my wife, and my hotel didn't have a microwave, so I was kind of screwed. We only ate like 2 slices each, and we had to leave the other 4 behind, which sucked because deep dish is not super cheap. But if you're going with a group of like 5-10 people, getting like 1 pie or 2 pies could be worth it.
just like if you go to Philly to use Philly steak, it's not that much different.
Yeah, I've been to Passanino's in Philadelphia, and there's a secret third place. I forgot the name of it. That's like almost like as old as Passanino's. Pat's is more greasy, but it tastes good. While Geno's has more of a charred taste. It's not as greasy. But usually, just the label of Philly cheesesteak, New York pizza, Chicago deep dish. Sometimes it's just a title.
So yeah, there's nothing there. New cigars coming out. Is there any news on the PCA yet? Not yet, right? PCA is what, next week?
Yeah, next week I think. They start the 17th
There's not much.
or the 18th,
There's not much
something
news
like
on
that.
the TPE, to be honest. So everything's
not
gonna be PCA. If you live in an area with the original style pizza, going somewhere else won't be better. That's why I'm in Texas. Barbecue is the best. Nowhere else.
Wait. You know, Texas is only really known for their barbecue. They're not known for pizzas.
That's what I say. That's what he said. Texas barbecue is the best. That's
Oh
what he
yeah,
said.
that's his incentive of saying like if your area is known for something, you try a different thing in a different area compared to what you're used to of that area. Like obviously, like Chicago's known for deep dish, New York is known for their pizza. You know, if you go to any other place and you're used to New York pizza, it's not gonna be as good. If you're from Chicago and you're used to Chicago pizza, you go to any other place, you're like, this
I
ain't
don't
Chicago.
understand. Okay, I don't understand why Boston is also famous for lobster, because lobster didn't come from Boston.
Yeah, they import it.
All I know about
Maine.
Boston is the clam chowder.
Or the cream pies.
Yeah, Boston cream pies. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't understand because Boston, those things really not Boston.
Yeah, it's from. Isn't it from Maine?
Yeah,
Maine lobsters. Yeah.
There's
Maine
Maine
lobster.
lobsters.
Yeah,
But you hear all about the ships leaving Boston to go fishing.
Clam chowder.
Right? Like I don't understand why is that. Like, okay, here's the thing. I went to Beijing and I treat my family to eat, right? And one of the item on the menu is Boston lobster. And my wife and I both look at what the hell is Boston lobster? I didn't know there's such thing called Boston lobster. But that dish is called Boston lobster. And I was like, isn't lobster came from Maine? Why do we have Boston lobster? Makes no sense. So yeah. When you say like, you're famous for something and you're in the town and like, we have lobster, and I don't know why we're known for lobster because lobster came from Maine. I mean, okay, Boston is known to harvest cranberries. Okay, and nobody care about the cranberry in Boston.
Joey, the only cool thing about Boston is the Tea Party.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? Boston at Tea Party. When's the last time you bought a tea from Boston?
But listen, that funny story about Joey mentioning Tea Party. Where I was staying at in Boston, I was in the Chinatown section. When you cross the bridge, you see where the Boston Tea Party memorial's at, and the guy who was staying with me is from the UK. He's British. So ever since we crossed the bridge, I pointed at. I'm like, you see that? Just a reminder.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, all right, Boston Tea Party we're famous for that. We're famous for fighting against tax, and then now we're known as Taxachusetts. We tax everything. The state that fought tax ended up with most tax.
Yep.
And guys, Paul Revere, that story is a lie. Don't believe that. If you know, Boston's full of lies. Statue of the Harvard is not John Harvard. Paul Revere never said the British are coming. He actually got captured.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
very ironic. Like
know?
I don't know why I never questioned it when I was younger to say, yeah, he definitely said British are coming, right? But that doesn't make sense because he's British.
Yeah, it's like originally with like it's a whole Mandela effect. People thought something was said but was never said. It's like it's over 9,000. The second dubbing of the Dragon Ball they put it originally it was over 8,000.
Well, that's translation. That's different though. This is English. It's our history book, right? Bunker Hill and like Beacon Hills and all that stuff. Like, come on, that never happened. How can we say that happened? And ended up in books. I don't know. So yeah, if you come to Boston, we got like 7 mystery of lies and shit. Yeah, we got those. Don't come to Boston, guys. Don't come to Boston. Go to better places. Don't come to Boston. Go enjoy Boston. You can't even find a place to smoke. Just ask Rick.
I felt like a crackhead at a Penn Station somewhere in like New York because I walked through like multiple cigar shops or cigar label shops. And I walked in and it's just like a counter. There's no seatings, no nothing. I'm like, all right, if I buy cigars from you, where can I go to smoke? And the person's like, yes. I'm like, what do you mean?
Home.
Do you live? Are you local? Do you live here? I'm like, no, I'm at a hotel. He's like, well, as long as you're not around people, if you're sitting in the park, you're like deep into the park. Yeah, as long as you're not sitting next to a pregnant lady, go for it. If there's cops patrolling, toss it. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a Godify or buy an Opus or buy a nice cigar, light it up or smoke a late hour like I'm smoking right now, and then happen to see a patrolman coming by and tossing out a late hour. I'm not doing that. So I walked 3 different locations and couldn't find a place to smoke. The only place I found was the front of my hotel because the security was cool. But I was outside at 20-degree weather. It was not fun.
Yeah. Yeah. If you come to Boston, you gotta have trouble finding place to smoke. Boston is not a good place to hang out to smoke.
Nope.
So don't Tony, hasn't somebody come up with like mobile lounges?
Mobile lounges, what do you mean? Like a truck or like a bus that you can sit?
Set up like a bus or a big RV.
There
and
are
have a-
places, but there's usually like in the Florida area, Texas, California, New York. I've seen a few as well. But
No, the problem with Boston is there's no place to park either.
yeah, because everything's industrial. Because how Boston operates, I looked into the statutes of their laws and regulations. Is if you're within 50 feet of any residential or industrial building, you cannot smoke cigarettes and everything within 50 feet. So if you gotta think about it, if you're in the middle of the street, you're within 50 feet in any direction of a building. If you're in the parks are 100% smoke-free zones. So it's like that's away from industry, industrial buildings and residential buildings, but parks are smoke-free areas. So for you to find a place in a big city that's not near buildings or not in a park, you're extremely limited.
So yeah, you can't have mobile, like, okay, so let's say you operate a bus, you allow everybody to go out there to smoke. You have to keep driving.
Yeah, because if you're stationed, guess what? Where you're stationed at, most likely is within 50 feet of an industrial building or residential.
There's no place you can smoke.
Because if you're inside the actual trailer or whatever, how they did their mobile rig, they need to have exhaust. They have the windows open. Guess what? The fumes are coming out.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it. Boston is a horrible place to smoke.
The only good
you
place
can
I
drive
found
north.
that I liked.
You can drive north 1 hour,
True. Yeah,
and
that's
then
what we
you get a
did.
cigar lounge, and you get to see cars that go on fire.
Yep. This is one place that I do like in Boston, but it's only open about night, which was on Stanza de Cigari. Just like this little speakeasy.
I've never been there myself.
I've been there 4 years ago when I went the first time. I loved it. I went there like 4 or 5 times in that first time visit.
Yeah, I have never been to that shop. I didn't even know it existed.
Their selection is extremely limited, but their bar is phenomenal. I had an old fashioned there, and their old fashioned was really great.
And I think that's the problem with Massachusetts too. The people here are not, people who open the shops there are not very well versed with boutique brands.
Yeah.
And then when you ask them about boutique brands, they will always tell you, I'm not gonna carry things that I can't sell.
Yep.
I mean, Rick was there to hear himself. The guy looked like he thinks this guy owns allowances. I don't think EPC is gonna sell.
The guy said, I can't push EPC.
Really?
Have that again. Let that play in your head.
Let that sit
This
in,
guy
yeah.
said, EP, which is a great brand, Pledge, one cigar of the year. All his other cigars were in the top 5s. I can't push that brand.
Yeah, he's got like all kind of other brand that doesn't sell, just sit in the cabinet. Can't push that brand, sure. But no one cares if you're smoking or vaping weed. In Massachusetts, yes, they do.
They do.
They do.
And yeah, and when I was walking around Boston, even people who were like walking around, vaping, there were people like in the cops in a patrol car. They'll just do the little siren for 2 seconds and go like, put it away. Oh, they'll put it in their pocket.
Yeah, they will hide it. They will hide it. They go like,
Mm-hmm.
they'll hide it. So yeah, but that's a Massachusetts. Don't come to Massachusetts. Don't go to any historical town because people are very stuck in their own ways and they will not allow it. Yeah, doesn't work that way. Now you wonder why I smoke my own house. It's very comfortable.
It is.
Yeah, unless Rick comes and then I had to make him drunk, but he pushed it out. He will check out. He will chicken out.
I did not check it out. I drank everything.
He'll be like, "Look, this is how much I already drink already. That adds up to like a cup."
True. But after I went through 15 bottles and I actually had a cup, And then I finished that cup and I went for a second cup. I went back to the hotel feeling nice.
Yeah. My wife, after he left, my wife was like, "Why didn't you give him more? We got like all these up here." I'm like, he was dying.
I wanted to be a little bit conscious.
He was
But
dying.
next time I won't be with the group. Next time I go solo though.
Then I had to go with the other batch.
I already went through that footage, so that's already mostly clipped.
Yeah, I didn't even go through like the Louis 13 and stuff. Like he's already like, oh.
Cause yeah, when we got to the Sinatra, that was towards the end. I was already like stumbling my words. I'm like, I caught myself like, whoa.
He's like, I can't. Let me bust up my video game. There we go.
Yep, I brought my Switch.
Yep. So yeah, Massachusetts is not good. I'm pretty sure Chicago will be different.
Yeah, Chicago. When I went to Chicago 4 years ago, oh yeah, when I went to Chicago about, it was 3 years ago. Oh, that was 5 years ago, honestly. I went to different parks, sat down, had my first basin there. They had a 2018 basin. Cops walked by me. I said, hello to them. No one bothered me or anything. I walked around the whole entire city. I went into Biggs. I went into another spot. I was walking around the whole entire place with a cigar in my hand. Obviously, whenever I see kids or mothers with little strollers, I would probably put the cigar down, won't puff when they're walking by me. But no one gave me any issues when I was actually walking around the city in Chicago.
When I was walking around in New York, Manhattan, I was smoking while walking. Nobody bothered me either.
That's all I used to do.
Nobody
Every weekend,
bothered me either.
I'll head out to Manhattan, and I'll walk. I'll just point in a different direction. I'll do like a little. I'll get one of my quarters. All right, heads is left, and tails is right. All right, I'll go left. I'll go a few blocks down. Now I have a cigar with me.
Yeah, it's chill here. The cheat town, you can walk and smoke no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't think that's the best way to go about it either, walking around to smoking like in the street. I'd rather sit down and have a smoke. Yeah. That's
Typically that's what I did. I'll find like a local coffee shop in Chicago when I was there, and they had like outdoor seating, so I didn't see many people outside. And as I pick up a cup of coffee, I would tell the owner or the manager who was present, hey, if I go outside, can I light up a cigarette, whatever? Yeah, go right ahead. I'm like, okay.
Rick, I just realized your t-shirt. I need to get one of those.
Yeah.
Side Dogs Coffee. I need to get one of those.
And this one is Feebaz Pro Shop, another Pokemon one.
I like the Side Dog.
I'll send you the link to the website. I bought this
cool.
at the convention in Boston.
That one's cool.
I got one that says Mewtube. It's like YouTube. So it's Mewtube. And then I got another one that was what was the other one? I gotta look at my collection. I bought a few. Oh, it was Dollar Trico. Pokemon Trico. It was like Dollar Tree.
Val, you're not even halfway through your cigar. I'm on my third. What happened?
Okay. I'm going down. I'm doing good.
It's relaxing.
You're a power smoker, Tony. You're a power smoker.
No, I'm not. You give me one tabernacle, I'm down on the ground.
I think. Well, there's a couple of times it went out on me, but it's a slow burner. Okay, it's a slow burner.
Oh, does anybody else smoke like me?
Nobody else smokes like you, Tony. No, nobody. No, nobody's a Tony Two Puffs. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Really? Nobody in the chat? Nope.
I like to. There's a reason why I'm fat. I savor the flavor. Whether that be with food or with cigars. I try my best to savor the flavor.
Rick, how much you weigh?
240.
Savor the flavor. I savor the flavor. I'm fat too.
You're like the old locomotives with the coal. You just throwing cigars in like the old trains with the coals, just throwing a whole bunch of coal at the same time, and then just nothing but fumes.
What do you mean? What's a fume? Where's the fume? Where's the fume?
But you
Where's the
have,
fume?
you have a good system.
Where's the fume? I have no fume. What are you talking about? Oh, here it is. I saw another video of a Chinese person who obviously you can tell this person doesn't smoke all that much. But he's a celebrity. So he was talking about a cigar and he's like, look at this ash. It's white. And that tells you about the cigar quality. And I was looking at that. How many people think that if we had a white ash, is cigar quality?
No, I don't think of that.
I think it just looks nice.
Like how many of
nice,
how many
but
of
I'm
you
looking
in
at-
the chat room right now that's like, if I see white ash, I think this cigar is of quality.
I don't know. When I look at the ash, I look at the construction.
Right? He was
Yeah.
looking at the
I think of
ash and he was
construction
like,
when I look at the
this
ash.
cigar is of quality because of the white ash. And I was like, that must be like the craziest myth out there. Because I can make any cigar smoke and that where the ash became yellow.
Yeah, I see it more of like of a appearance point. It looks more nice. Doesn't mean it's like the utmost qualified of a cigar with tobacco. I just like how it looks. If it looks white, it's cool. It's a cool effect. That's all it really is. It's just appearance wise. It's just like a makeup.
I mean, the only thing that I will look on the ash is the toothiness, the dots on it. Then you know it's toothy. I mean, that's of quality, okay. But like the color of the ash can depend on a lot of stuff. One of the cigars too wet, it'll give you a different color. Too dry, it'll give a different color. How fast you smoke, a different color. White ash definitely does not mean the cigar is of quality. Okay, white ash does not mean cigars of quality. Because if you use that as the same concept, then every cigarette is great quality.
True.
How long does it take you to smoke a Robusto? Okay, a standard Robusto, probably 45 minutes. 45 minutes. But if this was a like factory smoke, 15 minutes or shorter. So basically, if it's a short filler, I go for it super quick.
I mean, I have footage proof of the whole liquor journey or the Nika Japanese whiskey.
Mhm.
That was about like 35 minutes of footage in grand total. By the time you get towards the end, you had a Toro. It's basically done. The bullshit on 35 minutes on a Robusto.
Or like a standard speed. Standard speed.
Mm.
Standard speed, about 45 minutes.
And Tony speed.
All right. Now, like, there's a difference between I'm talking and I'm just, it's a lot of muscle memory. So every time I finish talking, I take a puff. And there is, I'm just there smoking, working or whatever. That will be like a 45 minute. Like, especially if I'm recording a video, if I'm doing a review video, it will take 45 minutes. But like, I've tried to record a factory smokes video. It took me 15 minutes. I've seen him clear 3 cigars in the 2.
Yeah, we've been to
That's-
Miami. We've been to Phoenix.
3 cigar 2 hour. That's about 45 minutes each. Right? 40 is hour 20 plus another 45, about 2 hours.
In our Miami meet, we killed like 4 boxes of Lewis's in like 3 hours.
That's different. Like I say, if I'm having a conversation, but 45 minutes about right. All right, Well, in Miami, we're smoking a box press. Those burns faster. All right, those burns faster. So if you have a box press, it'll burn faster.
True.
Well, why am I justifying my smoking speed? Well, like, you know, it's not like I don't taste it. I taste it. Oh, you know, here's the thing too. It has to do with the puff, how big the puff is. My one puff is probably bigger than your one puff,
To draw.
right? My one draw, I draw quite a bit, so the smoke comes out because all the flavors in the smoke, so I get a big puff. But you guys probably have a shorter go.
Yeah.
My if you see how I draw, usually it's like a couple second draw.
I usually do like a double. I usually do like double draws.
Yeah, I'll heat it up and I'll draw. So that will make it burn a little bit faster because I sacrifice a short draw. That valve or whatever probably you'll keep that draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take a longer, slower draw.
So that might be different too. That might be different too. But yeah, I sometimes surprised. I mean, like when I look at some video of people talking about, oh, I smoke eight cigars a day. I was like, how much time do you have to smoke eight cigars a day? That's 8 hours.
Well, it was like that interview with George Burns, and he was at the interview show, and he was already light up a cigar. He said, "This is already my 9th cigar of the day," and I was like, "George, you're 93. What will your doctor say?"
He thought he was dead.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, you know, different people smoke differently. I mean, I don't feel like I smoke that fast. In comparison, like I said, you guys know when I used to smoke cigarettes, I can go through 1 carton a day easy. 1 carton in an hour, that's easy too. So you don't know if you can go through 9 cigars. No, Fabian, that's because you haven't gone to an event. If you come to an event, it'll be 13 cigars a day.
Come to any Legion meets. We went through cigars after cigars.
Yeah, you
in
come to
both
one
Phoenix
Legion
and
meet, you'll know what I'm
Ryan.
talking
No,
about.
I experienced.
Huh?
From what I experienced from the meets, I only experienced Miami. I only experienced Phoenix. I've had like 40 cigars each meet.
Yeah, your 9 cigars a day will be nothing. Nothing.
So if your first cigar, you better pull out a good one first.
Because you ain't gonna taste the next few.
Because after that second and third cigar,
Come to a Legion meet. And make sure you bring like 100 sticks with you.
I mean, with all the shops we go to, you don't have to really bring much, cigars with, unless again you're trying to save, on the budget.
No, because when you go back, your wife ain't gonna ask you why you have so much cigar because I brought 100 with me.
True.
So you'll be okay if I bring 50 back.
When I unpacked from Boston and I unpacked that little bag I had of cigars he gave me, the first thing I heard my wife say was, "What the fuck is that?" Like, listen here. Like, I can explain.
Put the knives down first. Put the knives down.
It's a very easy argument. Because all I gotta say is, okay, with my time being gone, how many times do you go to Ulta Beauty, or do you go to Sephora, or you go to a Home Goods or a TJ Maxx? And she just drops the conversation and walks away. Okay, there you go. I won.
Yeah. But yeah, Fabian, you should really join us on one of the smoke thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll know that 9 cigars is nothing. We'll guilt trip you into smoke more.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 11:01. Let me think about if there's any questions I can ask.
I have kind of a fast little statement.
What
For
is it?
those who are getting the 90-day warning, obviously, if you don't chat, whatever, you do have the public chat room. If you can't commit to being, active every 90 days, you still have access to the public chat if you do want to come back and join in a sense.
Yeah, anybody can join the public chat room. Anybody can join the public chat room. All right. Now it's not very active every day, but as more people join the chat room, you'll grow. All right. So if you like the chat room, invite your friend to the chat room too. Share while you smoke. Ask questions there. If anybody knows, they will answer it. If not, nobody knows. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Then it is what it is. Okay.
Well, I'd probably answer it too. It'd be wrong, but I still give you an answer.
Yeah. Share your experience. Share your smoke there. All right. And the link is right there. There and above them. Above them too.
Yep. Right here.
All right. Above them. Okay. So if you
Right
need
here.
the link, is there. Okay. And if there's any problems to join, whatever, just send me a message. Shoot me a message. All right. Instagram, whatever. Shoot me a message. It's not hard to find me on Instagram. It's like this screen name. Right here. This screen name. All right.
Yep. And then you see right here.
All right. So that should be it for today. For May, we'll announce which day it is in the chat room once we decide. Probably got to be like first weekend of May or something like that. But we'll announce it. Other than that, I think we're good. We'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm gonna jump into the chat room for a little bit,
All right.
and I'll see you guys there.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for
All right.
joining.
Have a good night.